Hello all, welcome to my next video. Today I want to talk to you about something that really only applies to DoorDash and to GrubHub. And it's something that you can do or something that you don't have to do depending on what your situation is. Uber Eats, when you log on, it doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter when you log on to Uber Eats, you're active on Uber Eats platform, and if they have something, they will send it to you. So Uber Eats works a little bit different than DoorDash and GrubHub. With DoorDash and GrubHub, you can log on GrubHub, you can log on anytime. On DoorDash, you can log on if they are busy enough at any time. In other words, if your map shows that it's any shade of red, that means that they are busy and they are accepting dashers. If it is gray, then you cannot dash at that time unless you are scheduled or you are a top dasher. So today I want to talk to you about scheduling and kind of talk to you about my experience with scheduling and whether or not you should do it or not. I don't schedule at all myself, and the reason that I don't is because I'm not sure when I'm going to work until I'm ready to go to work. So I plan sometimes the night before when I'm going out to do my dashes. So I don't actually use scheduling. I never ever in my marketplace, I never have a problem getting on unless it's DoorDash and it's during those times that are the slower times that I've talked about in my other videos. You have your busy times are breakfast, lunch, dinner, and late evening when people get the munchies. Those in-between times, sometimes I can't get onto a dash, and I think the most I've ever waited to get onto a dash is about a half hour, but beyond that, I can get onto the platform even without scheduling. So why would you want to schedule, and what will it do for you if you do schedule? Some people think that if you get on a schedule that you are more likely to get orders. I have never had an issue with getting orders when I've gotten on any of the platforms, and no matter where I am in your marketplace. It might be true that if a let's say two dashers are close to a restaurant and one was scheduled and one was not, they might send that order to a person that's scheduled before they'll send it to the other person. But I have never seen a lack of orders come from DoorDash. Same thing might be true with GrubHub, but again, I decline 60 to 70% of what they send me, so that means that they are sending me a lot even when I'm not scheduled. So as far as scheduling, I don't know that it really affects what you can do unless there are a tremendous amount of drivers out in your marketplace. So why would you want to schedule, and why would you not want to? I would suggest that if you need to have a set time of when you start and when you end, and you want to have that comfort in your head that when you get to the marketplace and you make sure that you want to be able to get onto the platform, it might be important for you to go ahead and look at the schedules and schedule yourself. I work 3 different platforms, so basically what I do is I start with my best performing platform and see what's going on in the area. If that one is not sending me what I need at the time, then I will go to the next platform. If that one's not sending me, then I'll go to my last platform and kind of see what I can get. There are times, like yesterday when I was out working, there were multiple times where I actually had all 3 of my apps, Uber Eats, GrubHub, and DoorDash, were on so that I could make sure that I stayed busy. However, when I was very busy, I would turn off DoorDash and I would work just Uber Eats and GrubHub because that's where I make my most money. So if you are working only one app and not multiple apps, getting on the schedule might also be beneficial for you, so that you can make sure that you get your slot in when you are ready to go, whether it be on DoorDash or GrubHub. Having that schedule assures you to get online when you get to your marketplace. As I said, with DoorDash, that's the only one that I've ever been told I can't get online, and typically the longest I've ever waited has been about a half hour until they get busy enough again to let me dash now, as they call it. So if you are working only one app and you know when you're going to go out, it might be beneficial for you to jump onto that schedule and use it. As far as getting orders, though, I don't know of any situation that you get sent orders because you're on the schedule compared to somebody else, because the way that they look at who they're sending the orders to is they look at the dashers that are in that area, and the computer decides whichever dasher is closest will get that order. That isn't 100% of the time the case, but that is primarily how it works and how they decide who's going to get that order. So it might be beneficial for you to get on the schedule if your situation warrants. But as far as being able to get on and actually make money, I don't think that it's going to really affect that for you. All of the platforms send me orders when I'm on, even though I do the dash now. I myself, I like going into my marketplace and getting on when I get down there, because I like to know what my top app is doing first, and then my second top app, and then my third app. So myself, I don't like scheduling, because I want to be able to jump on and off as my marketplace determines when I am actually out there working and when it suits me to get on, rather than having to be on and scheduled for a certain amount of time. Remember, you are an independent contractor, so they can't tell you when you have to work. In other words, you can go on and you can work and you can log out at any time without penalty, because you're not an employee of these apps and they don't dictate when you can work and when you can't. You go on when you get to your marketplace and you're ready to work, and you stop working and get off when you're done working. So the way I use it is I will toggle on and off my apps as I am working, based on how busy I am, and it allows me to get the orders that I need when I need them. And if one isn't busy, I can jump to the other and I can get the work that I need so that I can keep busy. You don't have to schedule to get the runs that you need to make the money that you need to make. As I've talked about in other videos, I would highly suggest that you get on multiple apps, because you don't know what the best one is for your marketplace unless you are testing each one in your marketplace. Again, DoorDash might be the best one for you, GrubHub might be the best one for you, or Uber Eats might be the best one for you. You don't know unless you try. And the bottom line is that you're out there to make dollars for you and your family. So where you can get the most dollars is going to be most important for you. And the only way that you can know where the most dollars come from is if you are using multiple apps and trying each one out in your marketplace to see where the best orders come from. So make sure that you are multi-apping, because it's vitally important to you making the most money. I am always multi-apping with 2 to 3 apps all the time, because I want to get the best orders to fit my needs and to get what I need to make the money that I want to make out there. If I didn't multi-app and I just used one app, I guarantee you I wouldn't be in that $25 to $30 an hour. For instance, yesterday I was running all 3 of my apps all day. I worked about 6.5 hours, and my average per hour was actually $34 because I was multi-apping, and I was carefully deciding what orders I needed to take off of each of my individual apps as they came in. I only accepted the ones that were going to be a good fit for me, and I made a lot of money because of it. So I had a very good day yesterday because I was multi-apping and because I was popping on and off of the apps when it was necessary, so that I could get the best orders. And I tell you, in multi-apping and in doing that, I was actually declining orders yesterday that were 13, 14. I declined one that was 18 because I was busy on another app, and I still made the money out there that I wanted to make yesterday. So what's more important than getting on the schedule is to make sure that you're on multiple platforms so that you know that you can get the orders when you want, and that you can always stay busy while you're out there looking at the dollars per time and the dollars per mile so that you can get what you want. I don't care if it's a Monday or a Wednesday or a Saturday. I am always busy out here when I go out here because I am multi-apping, and I will find the orders that I need so that I can make the money that I need to make when I'm out here. It's not difficult once you learn how, and it's easy to do once you do know how. So the bottom line is I don't find scheduling to be that important to me in my marketplace, and based on the way that I work my apps. Again, if you're somebody that likes to know when you're going to work and you want to be on that schedule, then, you know, go for it and start scheduling. If you are not, then don't. Just work the apps when you go out. Another thing to consider is that there's sometimes when I'm out and it is very busy and I am making a lot of money, and even though, let's say, I planned on working for 3 hours, I ended up working 6 hours and making a ton more money because of how busy it was. So I play my day based on what my market is doing, and I go out as long as I need to either A, make the money that I want to make, or B, make even more money when they're very busy and they're keeping me going because I'm getting such good orders. There's even times, especially on Uber Eats, where I will be done with my shift and I will be headed back home, and they'll pop in with another $20 or $25 order for me. So I'll grab it because I'm there, and it's another $25, and it doesn't, you know, another half hour on my day of working isn't a big deal to me. So use the scheduling if you feel that you need to, but it isn't necessary for you to be able to make the money that you need to make when you get out and you're out there on your shift. Go out into your marketplace, run multiple apps, and learn how to get good at that, and you'll be able to get out there and make money when you want and for how long you want while you're out there. So I hope you found this information insightful. Scheduling is something that GrubHub and DoorDash offers, and I don't find it necessary in my marketplace. You might go out and see that people are scheduling and they only have room for those people. It could happen, I guess. I don't see it happening, but scheduling, if you want, you can do it, but you don't have to. I appreciate watching my video today, and I hope you're out there making as much money as you can and all the money that you need for you and your family. I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I would also like to ask you to like this video, and I also would like to ask you, if you know somebody else that's out here learning how to do this, make sure you share this video and my other videos so that you can help them get better at what they're doing. With that, I want to say thanks.